So it's connected, it's connected, it's connected. Yeah, looks like everything is connected right now. So slowly, I believe, you know, slowly I believe the recovery is going to happen. But yeah, anyway, that's more or less my point of view, you know, with the entire crypto market. Now, yeah, now let's take a look, you know, at the sorry for that. Now let's take a look, you know, at the BTC and ETH. I'm going to take a deep in-depth look, you know, of this, so, and after that we are going to look in the stock markets as well. Yeah, Ramli, I just hello, I just got disconnected, you know, from the I moved my Ethernet cable, you know, I just touched it and immediately got disconnected because it's fucked up. But I believe now everything is back. So let's see what's happening right now with the BTC. Looks like we are just there to the 35. I think we broke the 35, but now I will have to take a look after more in depth into it. So you can see we have a very nice. So let's take another the analysis, you know, for the last week. So you can see initially we had a long entry, a little bit late though. You know, we could have a 30,000 or something around here manually. We could have a better entry, that's for sure, if you would have the balls, you know, to enter here. But yeah, anyway, speaking, you know, only from the point of view of the bot itself, you can see that we have this entry. And if I will go here and I will go on the trades, you can see that we will have this one on the 23. We have this long, which unfortunately was for a moment, you know, in positive, but after that, you know, started to decline and ended up with a minus 2.4. And then we have this short entry, you know, fast short entry here that, you know, that guaranteed us, you know, some nice profits. And now we have this another entry from 33,000, which puts us more or less in 5% right now. Looks like we break the 35,000 and now slowly we are starting to decline. So might be we have a very big amount of sales. It looks like this candle is moving like damn crazy. However, you can take if you want to take a manual approach, you can look for the 34,000, I believe. But yeah, in this case we can see that we have, let me move this, we have the same scenario. You can see we have a double bottom, and double bottom in this case, you know, we would be required to push over 35,000. So, you know, to push in depth to it, and after that, if you are going to push into it, I believe the next movement is going to be to 36,000. And if we are going to break about 36,000, you know, probably will continue higher and higher. However, you know, it's going to take, it might take some time. No, Ramli, actually, please, if you have a link or something like that, please let me know and I'll take a look into it after with that one. So for the Bitcoin, I'm telling you, you can see that the support that we have right now is going to be on 30, yeah, 30 something. The same one, it was almost on 29. So this is kind of what we have. Looks like the sales up, you know, and now slowly probably going to start to continue to climb. So yeah, I believe 35 was a big psychological level, and that's why it triggered, you know, that massive sell-off. But yeah, probably if the market will continue this way, I believe, which is going to be the 38. We are in 38, but we have to go to 1.4 in order to bring this one to fully see it. So yeah, you know, most of it you can see that it follows the same direction and the same movements, you know, like the total. That's why I like to make the main analysis here, because everything is going to come, you know, from this place. Now, instead of points, what points you are going to look for? I believe it's going to be 36. You can see it's going to be one. We have to break the 35. After that, we have the second one, which is going to be the 36. More or less, maybe better said 37. It would be the second one. So we'd have 35, 35.5, and 37 I believe are the big resistance at the moment. I'm going to confirm that at the same time watching the order book, but I believe are going to be those. Let's take a look at the order books. Thank you, mate. I will take a look after to it and see. Might take some time. So yeah, like I said, you can see the 35.5. It's a big one. You know that we are supposed to break it in order to make that full double bottom. You know, to continue the climb. And it's like 36 is going to be another one, and after that no strong. But I believe from the 40,000, my move around this one around 37,000, like I said previously. But yeah, for now, you know, the biggest one is going to be 35 at 36.5 or 36.4. So yeah, this one and this one are the biggest one. So yeah, it might take some time. I don't know. Maybe we can break this one, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's going to go. You know, I'm not sure if it's going to go to this one. I don't think we can see. We are going to see for now 40,000. I don't think so, because of the channel that we have. But you know, it's not impossible either, you know, so yeah, it's not impossible either. So yeah, anyway, overall we can see we have a good performance with the bot so far. You know, we have this good entry, like I said. Maybe some of you could have exit already here on the 35. You would have, you know, 5.5% profit. It's up to you if you want to. Like I said, the second one that we will have, you know, are going to be somewhere around here. So how much more you'll be able to take? Yeah, you can take double of that. So you can take yeah, give me one. Give me the phone, please. Give me the phone. Thank you. Yeah, give me a second, Christos. I'm going to look into it, you know. So yeah, you can see, you know, from this one we have 36.4 and the other one in 37.5. So more or less the levels, you know, that we can see here as well. But mostly we can see those levels here in the chart. That's why it's so beautiful, you know, to know and see, you know, these patterns and recognize, you know, from top of it, you know, this where the action is going to happen, you know. So yeah, but I believe maybe if the market will go to 1.7, like I said previously, maybe we can go to 37, 38, somewhere around here. But I don't know, 40,000 right now, it's a little bit hard, honestly, you know, to get it for now. Don't misunderstand me. But maybe, you know, maybe next week. Well, actually 1st of July is going to be now as well, no? This weekend, I don't know. We will see based on that. I need to look more into fundamentals or maybe something, you know, that I'm not aware of it, because I didn't have time lately. Honestly, I'm just doing an improvisation right now, but with what I see in front of my eyes, you know, and I analyze based on what I see in front of my eyes. So yeah, yeah. But yeah, based on this one, like I said, it's up to you. You will have a nice 5% profit this one, but maybe if you want, you can. Today is Monday, so probably it's going to go even higher, but maybe you can go with a stop loss somewhere around here, somewhere around 34.5 if you want to place a stop loss. But yeah, it's up to you. Let's take a look at ATH. And let's see what ATH is telling us. Yeah, if it wants to load, of course. Yeah. Exit page. Yeah. So in this case, we can see the same stuff, like I said previously, with the total. So we can see that we should kind of break this one in order to be on the team. But yeah, it's kind of this one, 250, in order to be on the team with the total, with the analysis for the total, which is going to be the 1.4 trillions. No, I trade in general USDT, man, because it has the higher volume and it has the bigger accuracy on the data, you know. So you can take for yourself, and you can see there are some small fluctuation with each hourly candle, you know, like I did the explanation, you know, on this one in some of my videos. But look, for example, here I'm going to do it fast before I'm going to so I can remove this one. So let's go, for example, with this one, and look, I'm going to put here BTC USD, and here, for example, BTC USDT. So you see, for example, if I take this candle, look, for example, this candle, and look at this data here. So you see, you look on this data here. So look, for example, I take this candle. So you can see, for example, on USDT we have minus 0.97%, and in the USD candle we have a 1%. Look, for example, this is another one. Here we have, yeah, but you cannot trade USD on Binance, can you? You know, that's why I'm making the comparison with Tether USDT and USD. You cannot trade USD on Binance. And I like to trade on Binance. One, it has the highest volume of them all, and second, the lowest commissions of them all. So yeah. So in this case, you know, I'm making this analysis. You don't have BTC USD on Binance. You can use BTC BUSD or stuff like that. But in general, you know, these differences, these small differences, you know, of these small fluctuations, they add up, and for some reason they tend to work much better with USDT than anything else, because of the volume. No, for some reason, no, it's because of the volume, just like that. So yeah, so in this case, look, for example, here. So you see we have ATH USDT Binance, and look, for example, ATH USD from Coinbase. So from Coinbase, you can see from 72,000 profit that we would have in 2 years. Now we have 22,000. Let's take ATH USDT, for example, but from another place, like for example from Kraken. And you can see this one, it says 17,000, but I believe it doesn't have the entire trade as well. If I will take through Kraken with ATH USD, it's going to have the entire trade. So you see 22,000, but for some reason, if I take BTC BUSD, at the same time you can see it has lows. But if I take ATH USDT, we have 3 times more. So that's because of all these fluctuations that I told you previously. You know, and they add up. They end up. So you can see those. Let me show you something even better, because this one might be, you know, that one I don't know, honestly. That one I don't know. So look, for example, 2021, because it's going to be now closer. So 2021 in Binance USDT, you can see 700%, 760%. If I go ATH USD with Beanstamp, you can see 700% ATH USD with Coinbase. You can see 600% ATH USD with Kraken. It's 730%. ATH BUSD, I'll test it one more time, and 750%, and you can see USDT is going to be the best one with 760%. But you can see we have the same trades, we have the same X3 as exits, but because of this small fluctuation of 0 point something %, you know, you end up with higher probability than all the others. So that's why in general I keep it with this, and that's why I trade USDT. However, in general, when I am on flat, you know, when I'm not in a trade, when I'm flat and when I'm waiting, I'm converting my money and I'm keeping it, you know, in euro, because it allows you on the Binance to do that, or, you know, something else. I don't like to keep it in USDT, that's for sure. I don't like it. But yeah, anyway, going back to the analysis, we can see starting from 22, we had this short entry here. Well, it was actually almost 2 weeks ago. But yeah, we had this long, fake long here, we lost with it. Then we had this short entry, and now we had this another long entry. And right now we are like what? We are 5%. But I believe, you know, you can take other points. You can take points. It's going to be this one first, so I would say around 2.1, and the second one is going to be the 2.3. So how much difference you will be from here to here? You will have a 9% difference. But yeah, maybe you can go to 2.1. You can see you can sell half of your stores, half of your shares, put the stop loss on the break even here, and if it's going to go to this one, you're going to take another half. Otherwise, if it's going to go down, you are still going to take a nice profit. But yeah, it's up to you. Looks like BTC USDT nicely finally broke up the 35,000, so that's a good scenario. So we can see that slowly we are going to recover. We are kind of right now in the peak. Like I said, we have to break the 1.4, and after that to continue to movement, and you can expect that short bull trend for today. But yeah, I believe slowly is going to, these are kind of the factors and the points that you should take into account. So 2.1, 2.3. Let's take a look at the order book from here, and let's see as well here 88 USDT. But I believe, like I said, it's going to be those two that I already said. But yeah, looks like slowly we are eating through it. Yeah, slowly it's going to break the 2.1. So maybe it's something that you should take into account if you want to sell. Put the stop loss in the break even and let it go for 2.2, 2.3, and after that, exit one more time again. It's up to you if you want to do those. Otherwise, the other option is just let the bot do its stuff. It's up to you guys. So yeah, you can see that I said 2.1, 2.2. These are going to be the main points, that you should. So the movement is going to happen here. Yeah, I heard about it, and I do believe, although I shouldn't talk about this, but I do believe that he got killed and he did. However, about the chance, I just read a little bit about this one in the morning with but I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a little bit gray situation. And where can you get this domino strategy? Well, you can go on this page. And there you can find all the details about dominos and other strategies that I have. But yeah, actually no, I'll take a look more into this Deadman switch. I just read a little bit, the title, but I didn't enter into it more. What's the effect if the strategy is USDT but the bot is BUSD? I just explained it, Alex. I just spoke about it 5 minutes ago. But the main difference is going to be a fluctuation of 10 to 20% in the final data. So if you make, like I saw, if you make 700% with USDT, you will make 600% maybe with BUSD. So it's going to be there. Put 10, 20%, but overall, yeah, something like that you can take into account. So let's make this shorter. That's what you can think about it. So yeah, more or less. Now we have the total. Now we have the ETH USDT and BTC USDT. Let's take a look. Because you may already know that this morning I also made, this morning I published, I would say 1 hour ago, I just published, some pair list, for the scalper and the swinger. However, it's for the scalper, that's for sure. And in that case, it was. You can see we have them here. So we have MBL, MFT, SC, Hive, STMX, and DCR. And for BTC we'll have those, Loom, Argo, Hive. And we have the rules. I said this time, until 5 GMT. I put a little bit shorter, or until, I pull the trigger, if I give you the trigger on the chat as well, if I see some weird stuffs. And in this case you can see we have 34 for BTC and 1.6 on 1.36 on total crypto. You have some strange audio problems, suddenly raising and dropping volume. I don't know, man. I don't know if somebody else can confirm that. Might be with the internet, might be, I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm using the same setup and everything like I had previously as well, in my Spain house, because I have my laptop and I took my headphones from there, so I don't know. I have to, might be, I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. But yeah. Now let's take a look, like I promised as well, with the good, okay. So now let's take a look on the stock market. You can see that the Nasdaq doesn't give a fuck about what's happening, and it still continue, with the long direction. In this, trading BB, I am saving always my votes. So you can see, that Nasdaq doesn't give a fuck, like I said, about the long trend, about the bear movements. So it's going to continue, its direction. And it's not so correlated with the SPX. So you can see right now we are 6.5 in profit with this one. And if you take a look in the SPX, you can see that on 20 May we had this exit here. Well, actually it's kind of the same. So we have this exit here on 20 May. But since then, we continue with the bull movement. We had a big crash here. We had a crash on 18 and 20 June, 18 to 21 June. But we recovered since then. Right now the market is going to continue to go in this direction, I believe. However, I did said previously, I think it was 1 week ago or something like that, in the chat, I'm going to start to investigate more and more. I found out, I don't know if some of you are interested, although I doubt it, if you want to go into this technical this way. So I think it was this one, the one that I was reading it. So actually suggest I recommend you go watch this one, and if you have some nice mathematic knowledge, I truly recommend to maybe even make some adaptation using all this data, so in order to calculate the probability of the financial crisis. And I do believe that maybe not this year, but maybe in half a year, 1 year or so, I do believe we are going to have a big problem. Take a look, for example, at this. Take a look at all the factors, wood, lumber. So look at this, and it continues going to go down. So you see the lumber started, it was 100%, and since the highest point, look at this, we're already at 55%. And in general, lumber is the main component of a construction, if you think about it. So when we start to have something like this, it's a good indicator that we start to have these constructions. And you have to understand the reason behind stopping of this construction is because banks are not going to give credits and helps and all this stuff, in order to be able to buy a house. And because banks are not going to give you all of these, it's because the interest at the same time started to go higher and higher like fucking crazy. And because the interest is starting to go higher and higher like fucking crazy, it means that the government is starting to be, fucked up more and more. So because of this, you can kind of estimate that we are going to have a crisis, in the near term. However, yeah, I might be wrong, but I analyzed this data, for the last 20 years, since the dot crisis. I looked into it, for example, compared to the 2008, 2009, and 2014 in Spain, for example, and this was one of the main reasons, for that. And also at the same time, I heard that gold, although I'm not so sure about this one, but gold as well is highly correlated with this. So we can see in this case, the gold crash as well had a very big crash of this one with the 1.7. Right now you can see that we have a double top, so this is kind of the support that we have. So if we are going to break this one, probably it's going to go lower and lower, and it's going to be another factor, for this one. But yeah, I will make, when I'm going to be back in Spain and I'm going to gather more data, I will make a more in detail look, about these assumptions that I'm making. So yeah. Anyway, let's go back to total. So I believe this is kind of what I can give you for now. Yeah. It's like we kind of have some meltdown here. So yeah. I hope I gave you a better understanding of the current situation in the crypto, and I clarify a little bit of the doubts that you had. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and And if you did that, you know, I recommend you to join my Telegram group and my Discord group, which can be found on that website. You know, at the same time with the details of my products that I have for the analysis and so on. Maybe later on I'm going to come back again with another psychology educational video. Well, I'm thinking about making something for the holdings, you know, for the investment approach idea, which I want to go more into details and continue the speech that I had this morning, you know, because yeah, I started with it, and honestly I do believe that I can put much more value into that and more details. So yeah, overall I thank you all for watching, and if you did that, don't forget to follow and don't forget to join my channels, and see you next time. Bye bye.